Kyiv and Washington have held 2 rounds of negotiations on a future agreement on security guarantees for Ukraine. The Ukrainian side insists that the basic principles of the document should be similar to the agreements that the USA concluded with Israel in 1975. The memorandum provides for US military assistance and joint exercises. Washington does act as a guarantor of its allies' security.
This agreement should be a model. It should take into account real US capabilities and the best elements of the security treaties Ukraine has already signed. The US agreement with Ukraine should work no worse than the US memorandum with Israel, which confirmed the effectiveness of the allies' joint actions during the recent repelling of Iran's massive attack on Israel. Andriy Yermak, head of the Office of the President of Ukraine, on the website of the Office of the President of Ukraine. It should be directed in the context of receiving military assistance from the US, that is obviously weapons, financing and other aspects, and also a certain level of communication that would allow maximum cooperation outside of the North Atlantic Alliance. Because, let me remind you, despite the fact that Israel is not a member of NATO, there is nothing preventing the United States from providing a full range of support in the security sector.
The United States confirms its support and assistance to Ukraine, but is not ready for a direct confrontation with Russia, the State Department has said. Washington has pledged to provide Ukraine with air defense equipment so that the armed forces could shoot down Russian missiles and drones, but it has not promised to participate in repelling attacks, as in the case of Iran's strike on Israel.
We have been committed to Ukraine since day one. And our record bears that out. When you look at the international coalition that we have assembled to respond to Russia's aggression, to hold Russia accountable through sanctions and export control measures, and again, through the provision of weapons systems. And I mentioned air defense because that's most relevant to your question, but other systems as well, offensive systems that they have used to take the fight to the Russian army and reclaim half the territory that Russia took from them.
In addition to the agreement on security guarantees before the country joins the alliance, Ukraine can claim the status of major ally outside NATO. Experts say the advantages include priority in arms supplies from the USA, financial support from the Washington, joint military programs, etc.
Ukraine today shows its importance for the Euro-Atlantic community and its security. Yes, perhaps American business is not as present in Ukraine as it is in Israel. Yes, perhaps the Jewish lobby inside the United States is stronger than the Ukrainian diaspora. But nevertheless, we have tremendous potential for cooperation and growth of the collaboration between Kyiv and Washington.
Work also continues in Washington on a package of military support for Ukraine. According to the latest information, the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives has promised separate aid bills for Ukraine, Israel and Taiwan. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Larisa Zubenko, UATV News.